The sinking of the RMS Titanic on April 15, 1912, remains one of history's most harrowing maritime disasters, brought on by a cascade of critical errors. As the world's largest and most luxurious ship of its time, the Titanic was perceived as nearly invincible, a sentiment that proved tragically misguided. One of the primary mistakes was ignoring numerous iceberg warnings received on April 14, 1912. These crucial messages from nearby ships in the North Atlantic were relayed through wireless telegraphy. However, Captain Edward Smith and his officers did not heed these warnings, continuing at near maximum speed despite the looming threat. The disregard for these alerts set a perilous course. Compounding the risk was the Titanic's excessive speed. Traveling at around 22.5 knots, close to her maximum speed, the ship aimed to make a record-setting maiden voyage. This decision proved fatal when the Iceberg was sighted, as it left the crew with insufficient time to maneuver and avoid a collision. The quest for prestige overshadowed safety concerns. The ship's design also played a catastrophic role. Although equipped with 16 watertight compartments meant to prevent sinking, these compartments had walls that did not extend high enough. When the Iceberg breached the hull, water poured into the compartments, overwhelming them and allowing the flood to spread. This critical design flaw meant the Titanic couldn't stay afloat long enough for proper evacuation. Worse still, the Titanic did not carry enough lifeboats for all passengers. With a capacity of over 2,200, the ship had only 20 lifeboats, enough for approximately 1,178 people. This shortfall was due to outdated safety regulations, which did not require sufficient lifeboats for everyone on board. The insufficient number of lifeboats led to a devastatingly high death toll, as many passengers were left without any means of escape. Even with the limited number of lifeboats, there was a failure to fill them efficiently. In the chaos of the sinking, many lifeboats were launched partially empty due to confusion, lack of proper crew training, and sheer panic among passengers. As a result, fewer people were rescued than could have been, exacerbating the tragedy. The delay in issuing evacuation orders further compounded the disaster. Captain Smith and his crew hesitated, possibly in disbelief that the ship could actually sink. This crucial delay resulted in precious time lost, adding to the chaotic and disordered evacuation that ensued. The lack of readiness and clear instructions led to further loss of life. Lastly, the effectiveness of distress communications was sorely lacking. The Titanic's distress signals, including flares and radio calls, were either ignored or received too late. The SS Californian, the nearest ship, did not respond as its radio operator was off duty. The RMS Carpathia began rescue efforts but was hours away, resulting in painfully delayed assistance. Through a combination of ignored warnings, high-speed design flaws, inadequate lifeboat provisions, failures in filling lifeboats, delayed evacuation orders, and ineffective communication, the Titanic disaster unfolded. More than 2,500 lives were lost, leading to sweeping changes in maritime safety regulations, including better lifeboat requirements and enhanced ice patrols.